stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
On the play. 2nd and 10. At the 20.
To throw is Nix. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Broncos.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside, not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the 1st. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Throw left side, complete. That's Harvey. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Nix going to keep this himself, and he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And Sutton will have a Broncos 1st down as he'll get this down to the 23. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless 1st quarter. Throwing Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the 1st drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they go to work on a 1st and goal. Back to the air with Nix. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. J.K. Dobbins from 4 yards out. And the Broncos post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the 1st quarter before we spilled into the 2nd, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
Here's Stroud. He'll swing this out to Marks. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
All right. 18.
Now Stroud. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Here we go. 18. Let's hit.
They're going for it. Here's Stroud. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop. Nix to the air. Now he'll tuck this and run. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Franklin. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Nix from the shotgun. Open man right side is Ingram. A gain of 7 that time, second and goal.
Evan Ingram. A gain of 7. Brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Oh, he fakes a spike. Oh, but it's not going to work. They'll go down if they got him. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack, and that makes things tougher here on 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. He'll swing this out to Harvey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. R.J. Harvey from 4 yards out. And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Lutz to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And the good kick pays off as he's only able to get this out past the 10-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
All right.
Stroud to throw it. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
18.
Stroud. They'll find Marks out of the backfield. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. The throwing again is Stroud. Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That's caught again by Schultz. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dalton Schultz, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Texans are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7.
14. Texans 7. Ka'imi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Nick's going to keep this himself. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Off the play fake, Nix. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now it's Nix. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. To throw, here's Nix. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Texans will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Stroud off the play fake. And this one too low. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air. And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Stroud looking to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Nick Bonito coming in there to record the sack. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back. And
under pressure, they got him again. Nick Bonito able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Fourth down, here's Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Collins. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Nix. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Nix's pass intercepted. The Texans take over first and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Tony.
Throwing now is Stroud. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. And Stroud now to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, 40 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to her knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
At their own 35-yard line.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my bass compressor.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Off the play fake, here's Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37.
They'll go play action with Nix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Nix to throw again. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Henry To'oTo'o there to bring him down defensively.
It's 2nd down.
The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Throwing Nix. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And Danielle Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the 1st. We'll see what they've drawn up. That is incomplete.
Oh, boy, this sets up for a huge call now on 4th down because you can try the long field goal, you could go for it, or you could punt and play for overtime. I am so glad, partner, that I don't have to make those kind of decisions. Let's see what they decide.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. Stroud. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. We say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Here now, 3rd down. To throw is Nix. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
A short throw to Ingram. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines.
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always...
Oh, look at this! It's intercepted! Picked off by Alex Singleton. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
A throw off his back foot there. That's going to wind up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Nix to the air. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. They'll look to throw again. Nick's going to keep this himself. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Back to throw. Nix looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Franklin.
Nix's pass. Complete to Troy Franklin.
Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see.
A 33-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds.
14.
And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night, everybody.
Act your age, ain't just the barbers where you catch a fade. Face covered, cutting through your garden like a masquerade. Before I catch your L up, catch a plane. I probably you before I your chain. Switch it up, it's rap, pixie dust. Money ain't to us. Broski went and you better fix her up. I just bought a crib to a chick, she got the biggest. And when I saw your sister at it with the fishing hook, listen up, I've had to hit the cup. So if I swing my fist, you going in, so wish me luck. Boy, if you ain't talking paper, I'm a I tell Shorty spin around and watch it. Every time I hit the stage, I make it. Yeah. I just pull up to the crib and then I'm right back on that. Been stocked up, I ain't coming home with a full. All you rappers still washed up, I don't push weight, I just pull chips. She ain't pulling the socks up, when it's half time she get full. Finna leave the boxed up like send it, make a play and I exit. Money boy making London money, spent most of my life on the M6. Yeah, get rich or die trying, no let. Been out here for like 8 years, come from Volkswagen to Bentley's, little. What's your run up cash, double back, baby show me what your mama made and made up. Yeah, made up. You got such a pretty face, but I want. Tell her I'm ready, the check coming heavy. I bought them made busy, no this ain't a Chevy. The king of my city, can't nobody check me. They know where I'm at if they coming to get me. I've been in the pocket like keys in a wallet. If you think you got it, then pull up and bet me. I'm keeping it solid and just being honest. You ain't gotta like me, but gotta respect me, make it. Boy, if you ain't talking paper, I'm a I tell Shorty spin around and watch it. Every time I hit the stage, I make it. Yeah, I just pull up to the crib and then I boy, if you ain't talking paper, I'm a I tell Shorty spin around and watch it. Every time I hit the stage, I make it. Yeah, I just pull up to the crib and then I
take that pain, pass it down like bottles on the wall. Mama said her dad's to blame, but that's his daddy's fault. Oh, there's no one left to call. You stay up counting down the days till you make your escape, but you're afraid you cannot run what's running through your veins. Oh, you're carrying the weight in the dead of night on that broken road. I won't let you walk alone. Oh, my brother, you don't have to follow in your bloodline. Oh, we got each other. And if you got tomorrow, then you still got time to break the chain that left you scarred from where you came into who you are. Oh, my brother, you don't have to follow in your bloodline.
Oh, I won't pretend that I know half the hell you've seen, but that don't mean it's something that you're destined to repeat. Stronger than you think. Know it has to end, but you don't know where to start. You can pack your bags and I'll meet you where you are. Oh, I'll be waiting in the car in the dead of night on that broken road. I won't let you walk alone.